New number was released today, and it deserves our undivided attention. 1 out of every 100 Americans is now behind bars, locked up in prison or in jail. For some background on this, we're joined tonight by our justice correspondent, Pete Williams, in our Washington newsroom. Pete, good evening.
Brian, this growth in the numbers in state and federal prisons and jails is not the result of a rise in crime. It's due to longer sentences and fewer chances to get out early. The report offers a surprising snapshot, the result of the nation's tough-on-crime drive during the past 2 decades. The Pew Center on the States finds 2.3 million adults in prison or jail. That's just over 1 out of every 100 adults. The numbers are especially striking among minorities, with 1 out of every 36 Hispanic adults and 1 out of every 15 black adults behind bars. The U.S. is the world's clear incarceration leader, with a bigger prison population than even China or Russia, which ranks second and third. Experts who follow the trend say the overall growth is not the result of the crime rate, which has been relatively flat. It's caused instead, they say, by longer mandatory sentences and policies like 3 strikes laws, along with a move away from programs that allow for early release.
There are more people going into prison. They're staying there for a significantly longer period of time. And parole, which used to be a control for the prison population, has become so highly politicized that for most people who are going into prison, they're going to stay there for the full length of their term.
Advocates of tough sentencing, though, say it's one reason for the low crime rate. Prison growth has states struggling to keep up. 5 states actually spend as much or more on prisons than they do on higher education. Kentucky's governor says 3 decades of prison population growth are one of his biggest challenges.
Kentucky's crime rate has remained virtually flat, increasing only about 3%. But our incarceration rate has increased by 600%.
And the experts say as long as these tough sentencing laws remain popular, the percentage of Americans behind bars will continue to steadily grow, Brian.
Pete Williams in Washington for us with that story tonight. Pete, thanks.